Hello and welcome back to ESC Fan TV's A-Z of Eurovision. And we're on episode 3 already. If you haven't watched episode 1 or 2, then you need to go back and have a watch and tell us what you think of them. And so we're up to C. We're on Croatia and we're welcoming Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hello, Michelle. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Oh, not too bad, thanks.
Oh, good. I'm glad. And you've got Croatia, so I think we'd better kick off and have a look at your number 3.
I'm a big boy now, I'm ready to leave. Ciao, mama, ciao, ayy. I'm a big boy now, I'm going away, and I sold my cow. Miss you all, but mostly can't. Gonna miss my hay, gonna miss my bed. Most of all, I'll miss the day. So come on, you all, let us spring. Don't call, don't write. I'm leaving with the first light. Don't cry, just dance. Rim, tim, taggy, diggy, dim, tim, tim. There's no going back. Whoa, my precious face the black. Whoa, yeah, there's no going back. Rim, tim, taggy, diggy, dim, tim, taggy, diggy. My anxiety attacks. Rim, tim, taggy, diggy, dim, tim, taggy, diggy. There's no going back.
And that's 2024 Malmo and Baby Lasagna with Rim Ding Dagga Ding. Came first in semi-one, came second in the grand final with 547 points. Matt, why do you love this one?
It's just a really good song. It's really catchy. It really pulls you in. I love the whoa. And yeah, I just think Croatia, the last few years, I think they've really upped their game. And I think if they carry on the way they're going, I think they could win it in the next few years. Yeah, it really pulls you in. It's something you really remember. It's fun. I really like the cats at the end as well. And yeah, it's just a sort of song you could listen to at like a party or something.
Every time you now see a cat, do you meow at it to see if it meows back?
I do, yes.
Everybody does. Everybody in the whole world does. Do you own any doilies and crochet sort of?
No, not got any doilies. I've got my cat up there. I don't know if you can see him.
Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, meow cat, please meow back. Oh, it's an absolute brilliant song. It's mental, absolutely mental. And we love a bit of mental on ESC Fan TV. It captures you, and we love a little bit of audience participation.
Yeah.
If you can shout back at them, we're all over it. So let's have a look at your number 2.
Tried to fix the broken pieces, now I'm leaving. But you made it loud and clear, I'm not enough. Don't tick tock, I'll take you dancing. In time with my parade, you think you're fed. Dok vrijeme curi, gdje si više usne. Grizem sama, jedva dišem tik-tok. Dancing, thank you, dancing.
That's 2021 in Rotterdam. And that's Albina with TikTok. Came 11th in semi-1. Matt, tell us about this one.
So again, I think it's a really good song, really catchy. I think it's such a shame that it didn't qualify. I think under the new voting system, it would have qualified because it just made it in the televote. And yeah, really catchy, really pulls you in. I like how she sings. I think she sings a bit of Croatian as well. And then I like how you can like see her loads of different times. It's almost quite psychedelic as well. And yeah, I think it's another song which you could play on the dance floor at any Eurovision event, and loads of people would dance to. And yeah, I just think it's a shame she didn't qualify because yeah, I think she could have done well in the final.
Yeah, we've had many a dance to this at various, well, I was going to say discos. Is it discos that we go to? Eurovision-based discos, I think we can say, in events. I like the very retro sort of 80s sci-fi feeling that was going on. I thought that was really good. And I like a shiny woman, you know, but I love a bit of glitter and a bit of shiny woman. And I did enjoy the Croatian chorus that she did as well. I think that makes a difference. And I am surprised she didn't qualify. This would have been a well-deserved qualification. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, it's no good.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at who you picked to be your Croatian number one. And that's 1999 Jerusalem. And Doris Dragovic with Maria Magdalena came fourth in the grand final with 118 points. Matt, tell us about this one.
Yes, I really like this one. I think she's got a really good voice. It's very simple, so for most of it, you just really see her. And yeah, I think it's a song that really stands out. I think it's something that was quite ahead of its time because yeah, in the 90s you didn't really have many like catchy songs yeah, I thought it was really quite modern in its sound and yeah, overall just really good and really stood out, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it had a bit of everything. It's got a dress reveal. We love a dress reveal. It had the which we all love. We've all done that at the disco again.
Yeah.
We've all done that with a drink in our hand. And it seemed very traditional, yet at the same time, very contemporary, modern. It was like the old with the new. It was very good. The staging was simple, but it didn't need anything fancy. I think it was perfect staging for the actual song.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's Croatia done and done. Thank you very much, Matt.
No worries.
It's time to say goodbye to you, but we will be seeing you later on in the alphabet. But until then, it's bye.
Hey, guys.
So now we move on to Cyprus and we welcome back Oben. Hello, Oben.
Hey, so happy
How are
to
you
be back.
today? Oh, good. We are so happy that you are back. And today you're kicking off with Cyprus. So let's have a look at your number 3. That's 2002 Tallinn with One and Gimme came 6th with 85 points. Oben, do you love the hip thrusting boy band?
Excuse me, hell yeah. I mean, that was just pure joy. I just like the hype, the randomness of everything, the craziness of everything. Yeah, it's best of 2000s, early 2000s. I think that's why the 2000s will be the golden era of Eurovision. These strangely addictive songs. Yeah.
It was strangely addictive. I couldn't take my eyes off them, but I'm not sure it was for the right reasons, to be fair. I think the song was better than the choreography. And they did come dressed as the 90s. Even though it did,
the few years later.
That choreography, I was crying, honestly, with laughter. I made Phil come up. I said, come on, have a look at this, Phil, honestly. And the way they're thrusting their hips.
I wasn't crying. My eyes were bleeding. As 11-year-old kid, this was the role model for us to look up to Croatia.
When you saw that performance, Oben, was that when you decided that maybe you like men?
Well, you know what? Men can shake it too, apparently.
They can. But whoever the choreographer was, then they should be sacked and never to be seen again. That was shocking choreography. Absolutely shocking. But the song was a lot better, and it did come 6th. So that's not bad at all.
Out of blue, like absolutely no explanation for that result, right?
Well, there is. a lot of middle-aged women like me watch Eurovision and think, do you know what? I quite like that. I'm going to vote for it. Yeah. We want to see
Especially back
more
in
of that in
2000.
Eurovision. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's just a shame. If they'd got like assless chaps on, they'd have won.
What's that?
Assless chaps. You know, like the trousers they wear, they got no bum in them.
Ah, yeah.
They'd have won. If they'd have won them, they'd have won. Trust me. Anyway, on that note,
Trust you.
let's have a look at your number 2.
Love the way you fill me up, baby, we can break the speed of life. Just give me more. Now I've been waiting for this. All around the world, just you and I. Nothing to bear when you are near. Just take it all from me. How I've been waiting for this.
And there we have it. That's 2012 Baku with Ivy Adamu with La La Love. Came 7th in semi-1 and 16th in the grand final with 65 points.
Shame.
Oben.
Shame on you, Eurovision. I'll tell you this. When this song was released with the music video, I was like, what the heck is happening? Like, I didn't get it, right? But then the staging, and I think it's one of the slickest dance choreography execution. The synchronization between the dancers were amazing, and her energy and her flirty attitude, the blinks, the lips, the shininess of that red lipstick, and it's and the energy, her presence, her aura was amazing. And I think if that song would have come maybe 5 years later, I think it would have done much better. I think Europe was going through a phase back in early 2010s. But yeah, it's iconic Eurovision song, and always going to be loved and stuck with us. Yeah.
It absolutely is one of the iconic Eurovision songs ever. You hear it if you're ever anywhere vaguely near Eurovision, it's everywhere, all the time, everywhere. And it's sultry. The look she was looking, it was very sultry, and she's all sort of smouldering fire at the camera sort of look.
Glamorous.
Yeah. It was very good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I was surprised that it came 16th. I honestly thought it was higher. So she was robbed. That was definitely top 10. If ever there's a top 10 song, it's that one, surely.
Sure. I couldn't agree more.
I think we should. I'll email someone, see if we can get it bumped up higher.
Come on, let's do something, brother.
I'll start a petition or something, yeah. So let's have a look at Oben's number 1.
Take a dive into my eyes, yeah, the eyes of the lioness. Hey, I was looking for some highs, yeah, till I got it as a year. 'Cause I'm way up and I ain't coming down. Keep taking me higher. Yeah. Fuego. What you see is what you get, yeah. I was looking for some highs, yeah, till I got it as a year. Oh, your love is like wildfire. Cause I'm way up and I ain't coming down. Keep
we have it. 2018 Lisbon. Eleni Fuera with Fuego came second in semi-1 and second in the grand final with 436 points. It was beaten by Netta, unfortunately. Oben, are you still gutted?
This, like, there's two things in life I will never get over it, right?
Yeah.
Eleni finishing second and you disqualified, right? I will never let this go, right? But you know, it's not the best song, it's not the best vocals, it's not this, it's not that, it's nothing unique, it's nothing revolutionary, but it worked. Like everything aligned, and all the elements were right. She was the most right person for that song, for that staging, for that year. And doesn't matter if it's the first song you want to play, whenever you want to play a song, Eurovision song, or the last song, but this song for Cypriots always gonna be an emotional connection to it, because that feeling of pride, it's very rare when you come from such a small country and you have very small number of victories in any field, right? So that second place would means more than an Olympic gold medal, maybe, you know. So that feeling of pride will always be with us, and it's undoubtedly the best thing happened for Cyprus in Eurovision, right? So it's unquestionable number one for this pick.
No, it was so close all the way. I remember in the betting, it was Netta. Got to rehearsals and they went, maybe it might be Cyprus. And then Cyprus crept up, then Cyprus overtook them, then Netta came back, then Cyprus overtook them, and it was to-ing and fro-ing, and everyone thought, do you know what? Cyprus might actually do this. And then when I saw her, and
it was number 18 in the odds. All of a sudden, as you said, rehearsals kicked in, and from number 18 to number 2.
Yeah, and it was Cypriot Beyonce almost did it. But I was in the arena that night, and when she came on, it doesn't show it as much on TV as it did when you were there. That outfit was shinier than the shiniest thing that I've ever seen in my life. She is the most shiniest person I ever saw. And that outfit, it looked like it had been sprayed onto her. And she did all that dancing and nothing split or flung out or anything. She looked amazing, absolutely stunning. It was perfection from start to finish. You're right, it's not original. We've seen it all before, but she made it, absolutely made it. Oh, and I know you're still gutted because every year we hear about it. Every year.
You're stuck with this feeling forever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we all have that feeling, Oben. We've come. How many times did the UK come second now? It's getting ridiculous. You won't get any sympathy from us.
Why do we do this anymore?
Yeah, you get no sympathy from us.
Yeah.
So that's Cyprus done and dusted. So thank you very much, Oben. We will see you later on in the alphabet. But for now, it's bye.
Bye-bye.
So we've arrived at Czechia and we welcome Phil. Hello, Phil.
Hiya. Yeah, I'm here from a different part of the house for once.
Yes,
you
are. Yes,
feels a
you
bit
are.
weird being on another screen.
Well, you might have to get used to it. Anyway, let's have a look at your number 3.
They used to call me Gypsy Hello there. It means no problem to me, I don't care. Ain't key to me, I can think that easily. If you keep that energy, Gypsy sounds like symphony. If you really wanna understand, just sing it with me. I can make you really feel like Gypsy. Music is the miracle, rhythm is the mirror. That's right. I can make you feel like to miss the mirror. That's right. Wow!
So that's 2009 in Moscow, and Gypsy.cz with Avon Romale came 18th in semi-final one. Phil, tell us about this one.
Yeah, that 18th, by the way, is in last place, unfortunately, which I think it was robbed. It's completely bonkers, but it's a celebration of Romany gypsies and Romany gypsy culture. The lead singer is Radoslav Gypsy Banga. He's a genuine Romany gypsy. And it's just a celebration. It's fun. It's, I don't know, it's upbeat. It's got a bit of sort of a Romany gypsy type feel to it. And I love it. I don't know why it didn't do anything.
Are you sure you don't know why it didn't qualify?
Well, I think people just have no taste, apart from the Czech public, who obviously decided this was going to represent them.
I'm not shocked, stunned, or anything that you've chosen this shit superhero, but I did like the cartoon background.
Yeah, I noticed there were occasional parental advisory explicit lyrics warnings, but I don't think there are any.
Yeah, I wouldn't show it to my kids, just in the off chance that they might like it.
What's
Maybe
not
that-
to like?
No, maybe that's, well, yeah, well done, Phil. Here's
So
Phil.
yeah,
Here's
it
Phil's
does get
number.
better.
Yeah, we're just leaving that alone now. Draw a line under it. Here's Phil's number 2.
Skirt goes up like Marilyn Monroe's. Papa likes the drama, mama harder than lava. Rocking high heels, Prada, face like Madonna. When you locked up all the butt on his whoop bamboo, and you were still seeing me, oh well, he didn't even know. Lie to me, oh baby, come a little closer. Lie to me, get down on my body, know me, my thing was always meant to be.
You're one of my friends,
She got him dripping on word, I know it hurts so bad,
but it feels so good.
With sweet talking me, now baby, I don't give a damn. You should have thought about me.
Back when I was your man, just come and give it to me.
Set my camel in the mood.
When you la la la, when you la 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 to me.
That's 2018 Lisbon with Nicholas Joseph, Lie to Me. Came 3rd in semi-1, 6th in the grand final with 281 points. Phil, why do you like this one?
Oh, this is awesome. This is actually Czechia's best performing song in Eurovision. The 6th place is the best they've done. It's just another fun, upbeat song. It's sort of got, I mean, there's rap, there's the sort of rap bit, but there's also like the sort of jazz swing element to it. And it just goes to show that you can place well with a bit of electro swing, despite what happened to Electro Velvet.
Yeah, you're not to ever mention that again.
Yeah. But no, it's fantastic. I mean, the choreography, the sort of acrobatics. I mean, the front flip at the end. I believe in one of the I don't know if it's a jury one or a semi or something.
Rehearsal.
A rehearsal, yeah. He didn't quite make it once, but he nailed it on the night, and that's all that matters. It's also apparently the most streamed Czech song on Spotify.
Well, there you go. That's a statement, bold statement.
But yeah, it's brilliant.
What was going on with the backpack? Why did he start with no backpack? Have a backpack put on, then take the backpack off? I
don't know. And the weird thing was, like he just appeared. And then they sort of, his two backing dancers took it off him and he sort of flipped it somehow and got it back on. But yeah, I don't quite know what the backpack was all about. And the bum wiggling as well. It was, I mean, I'm sure people enjoyed that quite much.
I don't mind a bit of bum wiggling. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the weird backpack thing.
But yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic song. It's brilliant. I love it.
Good. I'm glad you like it. Now let's take a look at Phil's number 1.
I lost
my soul, forgot my way. There's no mistakes that I've not made. Try changing jobs, try changing lovers, changing my furniture, change my bed covers. Where are you now when I miss you? You're sailing around in my peripheral. Where are you now? I'll build a fortress, I'll build a wall, I'll be a queen invincible. So I turn the lights off. Where are you now when I miss you? You're sailing around in my peripheral. Where are you now? Where are you now?
So that's 2020 Turin. We Are Dommy, Lights Off. Came fourth in semi 2 and 22nd in the grand final with 38 points. Phil, why is this your favourite Czechia song?
Oh, this is another one. It's just a banging song. We actually met them in Turin, especially Casper, the guitarist with the violin bow. The lovely people. They actually met in Leeds, at the Leeds College of Music, I believe.
Yes, because every time we saw them, they kept going, Leeds at us.
Yeah. But it's a fantastic. I think they suffered by opening the final. I think if they played later, they'd have done better, because it was really the public vote that they suffered from. I think they only got five points from the televote. But it's a fantastic upbeat song. Another thing, if you watch the official video, if you really, really pay attention, you might just see Oben in it. I think they briefly walked past him, but he's there. It's a great dance song. How did this not do better than 20?
Well, I think you're right. I think opening the final never works out well, and having come fourth in the semi to come 22nd in the final is disappointing. You'd expect it to do better than that if it came fourth in the semi.
Yeah, I think as well. It sounded a bit like a voice was struggling a bit in the final. I think she maybe sort of been a bit too enthusiastic earlier in the week and sort of suffered a little bit. I mean, she still performed it well. I mean, she didn't miss a note, but there's a little bit of hoarseness in the voice, I thought.
Yeah, we've seen her perform it better than that previously.
Yeah. How did that not do better? Fantastic stuff.
Well, we'll never know. I'll email somebody and I'll let you know. So that's it. That's the end of Czechia. But it's not the end of Phil. We will see him later on in the A to Z. But for now, it's bye-bye, Phil. Bye.
Bye.
So next we move on to Denmark. We welcome Thomas. Hello, Thomas.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. So
Good.
excited for this.
Brilliant. Yes, I'm looking forward to the Danish entries that you have picked. So shall we start? Let's have a look at your number 3.
In the summer night, when the moon shines bright, I feel in love forever. There's just one more thing I'd like to add. She's the greatest love I've ever had. Fly on the wings of love. Fly, baby, fly. Fly on the wings of love. Fly, baby, fly. Fly on the wings of love. On the wings of love.
So there we have it. That's the year 2000 in Stockholm, with the Olsen brothers with Fly on the Wings of Love. Came first in the grand final with 195 points. Thomas, tell us about this one.
Brilliant song. I'm sitting here with all goosebumps because it's so good. Wow, those two middle-aged men rocking it all the way. As a British commentator said, 2 men, 2 guitars. Who doesn't love that? Even though I think actually the Danish version it's better. So I still think they would have won if they have sung it in Danish. It's such a beautiful song, and those 2 guys, they're so nice, they're so lovable. Every time they're on Danish television, you can always see how they connect to the journalist, saying their names. They're just so nice. A deserved win for those 2 lovely, lovely guys. And by the way, Noller, one of the brothers, is actually very, very ill. He have terminal cancer. So he retired from music a couple of years ago, but actually he's feeling a little better now. He just opened an art gallery in Copenhagen with his own artwork. So a brilliant story there also.
Oh, nice. And it was a bit of a surprise as well, wasn't it? Because the Olsen brothers were 150 to 1 to win in Stockholm. They weren't tipped anywhere near to win, and they stormed it.
Yeah, it's just brilliant. So that only shows that you shouldn't always consider the odds as a result. There might be surprises.
That's true, and this definitely was a surprise. It was a welcome surprise, though. To be fair, it's a brilliant song, and they always look really happy when they're singing it as well. I saw them a few years ago sing it, and they just never look bored, and they're never fed up of singing it. They just love it, absolutely love it. So let's have a look at your number 2.
Ships in the making, bound for a distant shore, boarding and setting sail, yet victory won't prevail. Face the arrow in the air, make your mark and leave it hanging there. Take the leap to land on higher
So that's 2018 in Lisbon. And Rasmussen with Higher Ground came 5th in semi-2, 9th in the grand final with 226 points. Thomas, why do you love this one?
It just have it all. The whole package. The performance, the outfits, the song, how they look, long hair, big beard. I not have the long hair, I only have the big beard. So it's just brilliant. And Rasmussen, boy, he can sing. I watched him a couple of times in the musical, so he's a very good performer. So brilliant song. I remember when we watched whatever carpet color that was that year, everyone wanted to speak to them because they had the whole package. So the big coats and they're just lovable also. Rasmussen also a lovable guy. That maybe there is a theme there. Maybe us Danes are just lovable.
That's true. I did meet him in Lisbon, and he spent so much time with the fans. Nothing was too much for him. He would take pictures all day long if somebody didn't drag him away from it. But we were at a club, and he came on to sing, and we're all facing the stage and we're waiting, and then the music sort of starts, and we're going, oh, he's not there. And he was in the middle. We turned around, and he's in the middle of the dance floor with his backing singers and everyone, and we all just formed a circle around him, and he came in to the audience and sang, and it was actually, I just got goosebumps then thinking about that. Yeah. And it's just a brilliant thing to do. People don't do that, but he did. Yeah. It was lovely. So let's move on to your number 1.
Som en drøm fløj du rundt i mig, listede dig ind i mit sind. Tvivl og håb og længsel, far ud og ind. Mød mig lige der, hvor jeg
that's 1991 Rome with Anders Fransen with Liga de Huvud Slow. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Close enough.
Like a Dream, You Flew Around Me. Came 19th in the final with 8 points. Thomas, why do you love this one?
I don't care how many points that get. It's the best song ever. I love it. I just love it. I can't remember the performance because I was only 12 years old, but I can remember sitting there in my at home with a radio and a tape recorder, pausing it every 10 seconds, writing down the lyrics so I can memorize it. It's just lovely, that song. I just love it. And it's just heartbreaking that Anders Fransen took his own life on New Year's Eve and after a long time of depression. So almost that makes me love the song even more because he deserves so much better in life. So it's just a sad ending to this beautiful song and this man who gave everything. So I really love it. I get goosebumps every time. I almost know the lyrics still after all these years. It's just a lovely, emotional, beautiful song.
That is what Eurovision's all about. If it touches you, it doesn't matter where it came in the final or anything. If it means that much, if it connects to you in a way, then that's that. I mean, if you're stopping tapes and writing down the lyrics for it, that's the sweetest thing ever, absolutely ever. I wasn't aware of this song until you picked it, so I've watched it a few times now, and it's brilliant. He sings it beautifully, absolutely beautifully, and it is. It's an absolutely lovely song. So I think you picked three really, really good songs there, Thomas, for Denmark. You've done good. So that's it for Denmark. But we will see Thomas later on in the alphabet. But for now, it's bye-bye. Bye, Thomas. Bye. So now we move on to Estonia. We welcome Denise. Hello, Denise.
Hi, good afternoon, Michelle. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you again.
I'm getting better by the day. Yeah, slow and surely, but I'm getting better. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff. And you've got Estonia. So shall we kick off and have a look at your number 3? So that's 2018 and Lisbon with Elena Nechaeva with La Forza. It came 5th in semi-1, 8th in the grand final with 245 points. So Denise, what do you love about this?
Well, I loved it from the beginning. A couple of reasons why. Of course, it was kind of the first time really that we'd had a bit of opera within Eurovision. It was quite unusual. But it wasn't just opera. It was the staging. It was, of course, it was the beautiful dress. And I know I was doing a report for the BBC radio and they said about the dress, what was unusual. And I said everything was unusual about her, the dress, the song, that it was opera, but also her voice was quite stunning. And unless I'm wrong, quoted at the time, it was one of those, is it 13 notes or It Can Shatter Glasses anyway? That last note can shatter glasses, but it was just amazing. And the whole thing, she's elegant, she's beautiful. And we've seen her since, obviously. I've seen her since within Eurovision, here, there, and everywhere. But it was a standout performance for me. Absolutely fantastic.
It was amazing. That dress allegedly cost at the time €65,000.
I know, and I think she have to fund it herself, or it was
I think
like
it was
20% of Estonia's national budget or something. I know that at the time the dress, I mean, and it wasn't just the dress, you know, over the floor. It was the way that it changed color and everything, and you know, the whole package of that was quite amazing. I just loved it, and I still love it now.
It was stunning. It didn't seem like a lot of staging, yet at the same time it seemed like a massive amount of staging. It looked simple, but it really wasn't simple. It was quite complicated, but a voice was absolutely stunning. It was absolutely perfect. I mean, it came 5th in semi-1, so 8th in the grand finals. Not really too bad when you think about, you know, where she could top 10 for an operatic songs is brilliant for Eurovision, especially when we'd not really seen too much opera beforehand.
Absolutely. Well,
So it was
yeah.
a good-
I mean, I agree completely. And you know, the reason why, you know, she, you know, you said, you know, where she came in the top 10, but you've got to remember that year we had Netta, we had Elena, you know, we had a big competition. So she had a lot to go against. We had some real fan favorites, and she did really, really well. And I mean, it will be standout. People always remember the lady from Estonia with the big dress and the high voice.
Yes, you do. It's true, you do. So that's number 3. Let's go to number 2.
Now I'm heading home to solid ground. Realize that all the lies I've told myself I've done, that I went through, all the lies and blurry lights and city lights I
And that's 2023 in Liverpool. And Alika with Bridges came 10th in semi-final 2 and 8th in the grand final with 168 points. Denise, tell us about this one.
Well, this is the famous piano that plays itself. This was really good. I love this song. I didn't like it, first of all. Strangely enough, as many of you know, Eurovisioners or not, I tend to listen to all the songs like we all do, weeks, months ahead. And it really wasn't one that stuck in my mind. And it really wasn't an earworm. I couldn't seem to get hold of it. But I don't know what it was. It just suddenly grabbed hold of me, as some of these songs do. And it really impressed me, you know, her performance. You know, they shipped the piano in from Tallinn into Liverpool docks, and then I thought, oh, I have to look at this piano, and I thought I just fell in love with it. I thought it was really good. It's got a strong message, and I really think she did extremely well.
It does. It's a brilliant song. It builds and builds, and you can feel it building, and you're going with it to the really dramatic ending. Her voice is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning again. And the weird piano, the self-playing piano, why would you bring it in? It's surely...
Well, they should have saved their money, because they shipped it in, and I remember hearing on the radio, because the radio guy said to me, can you tell us about the piano? And I did a bit of research, and they did ship it in. It played itself for about 30 seconds, and she played it for 30 seconds. And I just thought, you know, but it was a novelty. I think she had great stage presence. She looks gorgeous. She's got beautiful voice, and she pulled it off. And, you know, that was a big song. And there was a lot to go wrong, and you know, she did very, very well. I thought she was great, and I was great with I was great with the song, and I loved it. But I was really disappointed that she didn't come higher, because we had that on ESC Fan TV. You remember, we had that quite high up.
Yes, I do. But I mean, she came 10th in semi 2, but then 8th in the grand final. So she did better in the grand final than she did in the semi, which is quite unusual. So she did well. There were a lot of strong songs again in 2023, to be fair. So I think 8th is probably about right for.
Yeah, but I still love the song. I absolutely love it. It's really good. It's got a great message, as you all know.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So let's have a look who beat that and came in at your number 1.
All my life I wondered why I keep fighting all the tides. A storm like this can break a man like this, and when it all comes down, we'll be safe and sound. A storm like this can break a man like this, and when it all comes down, we'll be safe and sound. Even if the sky falls down, we can turn it all around. That old scars won't matter then, but I might be all wrong.
And that's 2019 Tel Aviv, and Victor Crone and Storm came 4th in semi-1 and 20th in the grand final with 76 points. Now, Denise, what do you love about Victor Crone?
It'd be easy to say what I didn't like about him. He is absolutely lovely. He's one of my favourite people in Eurovision. Nothing sinister, by the way, in case you're all wondering. I spent a lot of time with Victor Crone in Tel Aviv, an awful lot of time. For some reason, I don't know, wherever I was, he was. I was in the VIP green room because in Tel Aviv there wasn't.
The green room was in a separate building that we were all in.
The green room. I remember now. You heard me stop because I suddenly remembered that you and Phil were there too, and
Yes.
how magnificent the green room was. But wherever I went, if I went for a drink in a green room, he then came out and performed and sat in the green room bit. But we were in a separate area. So I met him there. I met him in the Euro Club and spent a lot of time with him, chatting to him when it was empty. I don't know how I managed it. I must have 100 selfies of he and I, mostly with people cut out, made bigger so it could just get me and him. I met him in the, although I wasn't smoking then, I met him in the smoking area in a club one night during the week, I think on the Wednesday evening. Might even have been Wee Blogs, actually, I'm not too sure. So I met him there. I think he's lovely. Of course, Victor Crone's got a bit of history with Eurovision because he's represented Estonia and several other Scandinavian countries too. And he crops up at Melody Festival and every now and then, bless his heart. And every time I vote millions of times for him. But I think he's really, really super. He's done a great job. Of course, he's fluent in English. He was born, actually, I think he was born in Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong, but born somewhere other than you would think in Estonia. And I think he's great. Now let's talk about the song, by the way. I thought, sorry about that. The song, really good. I think it was this actual bit of footage in the final is very famous and is often picked out by people because it's the worst bit of camera work you've ever seen in your life. How he gets the guitar successfully, I have no idea, because there's a cameraman floating around in the background being filmed by another cameraman. I think he did great with the song. I think he could have sung that song out of tune and still been magnificent. But of course, I am the chief #1 fan of the Victor Crone Society.
Yes, the disappearing guitar was a man crawling on his hands and knees.
So this was, of course, we were all in, and of course we were in Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
So, we were all there, we saw we saw lots. In fact, there was lots of tickets going available during that week, if you remember. And we were going in and out, getting tickets left, right and centre for semis and jury finals and, whatever. So we were seeing all the backstage stuff and some of it was just unbelievable. But Victor Crone really stands out as, being one of those funny ones, should go down in history for all sorts of funny things going on. And the cameraman, I don't know if he was drunk or he'd had a few drinks beforehand, but I think Victor Crone at one point thought, I think I'll just go around with him because he just got so confused. But it was great. He did a great job. Bit disappointed about the final finish, but he'd be always #1 in my book.
Yeah, because he came 4th in semi 1. So to come 20th in the grand final is a bit disappointing, really. You'd think they would have been higher.
Yeah, well, fourth is everyone. That's an interesting one, because when that result was announced, that was quite a bit of a shock. And I remember seeing him later on that night in the Euro Club, definitely that night in the Euro Club, and I congratulated him. And when I had him pinned up against the wall so nobody else could get to him, and I think it was quite a bit of surprise that he didn't think he was going to qualify. So the fact that he came 18th would kind of reflect that maybe there were other better songs, but I thought it was great, love it, and he did it so well, and he did it proud. So yeah, really good.
Oh, that's brilliant. So there we have it. That's Denise's Estonian top 3. You'll have to drop us a line and let us know if you agree with Denise or not. But that's the end of episode 3 already. If you haven't watched the other 2 episodes, they're all there on YouTube. Go back and give them a watch. Why not? And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, X, Mastodon, Instagram, YouTube. We're all over everything. You know, just have a look for it. And next time will be episode 4. We'll be kicking off with Finland. So why not come and give us a join? And we'll see you then. Bye.